Have you ever watched Lionel Messi on a football pitch and wondered whether that still, expressionless face ever breaks into something softer? Whether the man who plays as though the weight of the world is permanently on his shoulders ever truly lets it go? The Messi the world sees on a football pitch is one of the most composed, controlled, and quietly intense figures in the history of sport. A man who rarely smiles during matches, who speaks little in post-game interviews, and whose face is so famously unreadable that analysts have spent years trying to decode what he is thinking in any given moment. But there exists a parallel version of Lionel Messi that the pitch never reveals and the press conferences never capture. A man who laughs so easily and so freely around his family that those who have witnessed it in person describe it as genuinely startling. The contrast between the two is not a performance. It is the difference between who Messi has to be and who Messi actually is. And the happy moments that prove it are hiding in plain sight, scattered across family videos, candid photographs, and the memories of everyone who has ever watched him walk through his own front door. People who have spent time around Messi in both professional and personal settings consistently describe the same phenomenon. The moment he steps away from football and into the company of his family, something physically changes in him. His shoulders drop, his jaw unclenches. The eyes that stay narrow and watchful on the pitch open up into something warmer and altogether more alive. Former teammates have spoken in interviews about witnessing this shift at training camps. Messi arriving at a team hotel looking tired and unreachable, then taking a video call from Antonella and the boys, and becoming within seconds a completely different person. Laughing at something one of the children said, making faces at the phone screen, waving goodbye to the camera with a boyishness that his football persona never once suggests is there. This transformation is not something Messi performs for cameras. It is something cameras have occasionally been lucky enough to catch without his knowledge, and those are the clips that fans return to again and again. The serious man disappears. In his place is someone who seems lighter, freer, and more at ease than any trophy or triumph has ever made him look. His family does not celebrate what he has achieved. They simply love who he is, and the difference that makes in him is visible every single time. There is a video, quietly famous among Messi fans, in which he is sitting on the floor of what appears to be his living room with all three sons, Thiago, Matteo, and Ciro, climbing on him simultaneously with the cheerful chaos of children who have no concept of personal space and no interest in acquiring one. Messi's face in that footage is something his most devoted football fans would struggle to recognize. Eyes completely creased with laughter, mouth open in the kind of full, unguarded smile that does not exist in any post-match interview. His entire body shaking with the effort of containing three wriggling, delighted children, and the joy of not particularly wanting to contain them at all. This is not a man managing a situation. This is a man who has completely, willingly surrendered to it. Matteo in particular has been responsible for some of the most beloved candid Messi moments the internet has ever produced. The clip of him loudly instructing his father on how to take a penalty, with Messi listening with the patient expression of a man receiving tactical advice from the world's smallest and most confident coach, is a piece of footage that has made millions of people laugh and love Messi simultaneously. Ciro, the youngest, has the habit of appearing in the background of family videos at the most unexpected moments, and Messi's reaction to him is always the same, a softness so immediate and so complete that it looks less like a response and more like a reflex. Thiago, the eldest, draws from his father a quieter kind of happiness, the particular pride of watching your firstborn grow into a person you genuinely like, expressed in the arm around the shoulder and the look exchanged between them that says everything without needing to say anything at all. These moments with his sons are extraordinary, but they exist alongside an equally powerful set of happy moments that only Antonella has ever been close enough to witness and share. Antonela Roccuzzo has shared, over years of social media posts and interviews, a gallery of messy moments that paint a portrait of a man the football world simply does not have access to. There are the dinner table photographs where he is mid-laugh at something she has said, his head thrown back in the way that people laugh when they are not thinking about how they look. There are the holiday clips where he dances, badly, enthusiastically, and with complete indifference to his own rhythm, while Antonella films him with the amused affection of a woman who has watched this particular performance many times and finds it funnier rather than less funny with repetition. There are the quiet photographs where he simply has his arm around her and is looking not at the camera, but at her, with an expression that contains more happiness than any trophy photograph has ever managed to capture. What is most striking about the happy moments between Messi and Antonella is not their frequency but their quality. They are never posed in the way celebrity couple content usually is, never arranged to communicate a message to an audience. They are stolen glimpses of two people who are genuinely, unreservedly comfortable with each other, and that comfort produces a kind of happiness that is immediately recognizable to anyone who has ever felt it themselves. Antonella does not make Messi happy in the way that a goal makes him happy. She makes him happy in the way that home makes you happy, quietly and completely, and without requiring anything in return. The Messi family's celebrations, birthdays, holidays, Argentina victories, ordinary Sundays that somehow became extraordinary, have produced some of the most genuinely joyful footage of any sporting family in living memory. At Thiago's birthday parties, Messi has been filmed doing things that the man who scores Champions League goals at will simply should not be doing. Wearing ridiculous party hats without complaint, losing inflatable games to 7-year-olds with theatrical devastation, and eating birthday cake with the focused enthusiasm of someone who has been thinking about it for days. At Christmas and New Year celebrations, family videos show a Messi who sings along to music he does not entirely know the words to, who dances in the kitchen while breakfast is being made, who sits on the floor surrounded by torn wrapping paper with the boys, and looks like the most contented man alive. After Argentina's 2022 World Cup victory, the moment the entire football world watched Messi finally achieve the one thing that had eluded him, the footage that moved people most was not the trophy lift or the open-top bus parade. It was the private moment, partially caught on camera, of Messi with Antonella and the boys in the aftermath, still in his kit, surrounded by his family in a tunnel or dressing room corridor, laughing and crying simultaneously in the way that only happens when years of hoping finally collapse into reality. The joy on his face in that moment was unlike anything his football career had ever produced before it, because it was shared, and shared joy is the only kind that goes all the way through you. Some of the happiest and most revealing Messi family moments have arrived completely unannounced, clips that were posted without much thought and became viral within hours because they showed something that millions of people had never expected to see. The footage of Messi attempting to help Cairo with a small bicycle, getting it entirely wrong, and then looking up at the camera with the sheepish grin of a man who has just remembered he is supposed to be competent. The video of Matteo narrating a family meal in real time with the dramatic energy of a sports commentator, while Messi sits beside him trying and completely failing to eat his food without laughing. The photograph Antonella posted of Messi asleep on the sofa with all three boys draped across him in various directions, every single one of them unconscious, a pile of contentment so complete that it stopped people mid-scroll around the world. These unplanned moments carry a particular weight precisely because they were not constructed. Nobody arranged them, nobody approved them, nobody thought about what message they were sending. They simply happened, the way happy things happen in families that are genuinely happy, and the fact that they keep happening and keep being accidentally shared is the most honest evidence available that the joy inside the Messi household is not a performance but a permanent condition of life there. Every happy family moment that has ever leaked into public view tells the same story about Lionel Messi, and it is a story that his football career, for all its brilliance, has never been fully able to tell. He is not a man defined by ambition and achievement in the way that his public image suggests. He is a man defined by connection, by the people he loves, by the particular quality of attention he gives to the humans closest to him when the world is not watching. The football is real, the records are real, the genius is real. But the happiness, the deep, unguarded, shoulder-shaking happiness that appears every time his children enter a room or Antonella says something that catches him off guard, that is realer than any of it. It is the happiness of someone who knows with absolute clarity where the best part of his life actually lives. What these moments prove, taken together, is not that Messi is secretly funny, or secretly warm, or secretly more relaxed than he appears. It is that the serious, quiet man the world has watched for 2 decades is not the whole of him, but only the part of him that football requires. The rest of him, the laughing, dancing, floor-sitting, birthday hat-wearing, 3 boys in his arms version, has been there all along, waiting patiently for the final whistle so it can come home. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click on the notifications bell for more gist and stories on your favorite celebrities. Until the next one, please stay tuned.